in Game 6 elimination games. Listen to this. 2019 versus the Raptors, 30 points on 4 of 6 from downtown. 2018 West Finals versus the Rockets, 35 points on 9 of 14 from downtown. 2016 Western Conference Finals at Thunder, 41 points on 11 of 18 from downtown. The Warriors won 2 of those 3 games. 2019 Finals versus the Raptors. You know, they had all those injuries. Jay, is it in there? I asked you this about LeBron. Is it in there for Clay?
I mean, it starts with Steph, man. It starts with Steph first. And, look, the last 3 games, Clay has gone 3 of 12 for 10 points, 3 of 11 for 9 points, 5 of 14 for 15 points. And what you've seen is a higher dosage of high pick and roll with Steph. So a lot of
points on 15.5 shots. He has more turnovers than assists, 9 to 8. This is
Jason Tatum. Game 6 is more of a real thing now.
Wow.
I mean, think about last year for Jason Tatum. Game 6, they go back, they lose at home. In a closeout scenario, 3-2, down 3-2. The Milwaukee Bucks goes into Milwaukee, drops 46 last night. Once again, he thought he was going to have a stinker, 16 points in the fourth quarter in a closeout scenario for the 76ers. That feels more like Game 6 JT than this whole Game 6 Clay now.
Yeah, but even Tatum's Game 6, it was good in the end.
Yeah,
if he don't hit those shots, if he don't hit those shots and become the guy in the fourth quarter, then we having a different conversation, win or lose.
Agreed. That's what I'm saying now. It's different.
Kalena Azubuike, Warriors TV analyst, was on Fitz and Harry here on ESPN Radio. Listen to this.
I expect him to play well. I just think when he's patient, when he's coming off of those pin downs and 2 jumping him and he's making that pocket pass, when he's not really trying to force it, because he can make the force.
More now because you can't help off him. You still can't help off him, but that's going to be critical.
Mm-hmm. I feel like he hasn't had that. You know, a lot of times you'll say, and people will hedge what they say, this guy can get as hot as anyone who ever lived. I want to be clear about this. Klay Thompson is able, it used to be at least, we'll see if he still is at some point, capable of getting hotter than anyone who ever lived. No one who ever lived could get as hot as Klay. I saw the man drop, was it 38 in a quarter? No, it was 36, 37 in a quarter. He dropped 28 in a quarter earlier in that same season. Like, when this dude gets hot, it's ridiculous. And if that happens, it's going to be a problem for the Lakers, right? The Lakers got to make sure that does not happen because it'll be curtains. You're still looking at a Game 7.
So, Key, before we were talking about, I think for Golden State, I'm going to go back to the point about Draymond Green. So I think what you're going to see tonight, because tonight's going to be a test of AD's ability to play through injury, right? So the head thing, your equilibrium is off. So Draymond Green is going to test that multiple times. I think you're going to see back screens on AD. Like, it takes away from his rhythm of the game. He has to start hunting his own shot instead of the shot finding him within the rhythm of the hearing. Who was the caller that we had on Jason and Fitz? The caller from the Golden State Warriors? He just called him. We just listened to the sound of it. I'm drawing a blank on his name.
Kalena.
Kalena. Sorry, I drew a blank on his name for a second. Drew a blank on his name. When you're seeing Clay hunt his shots, that's very different than him catching shots within the flow of the offense. Right? And I think that's a little bit of the challenge you're seeing with Clay over the last several games.
Jay, what happens, though, with Clay's shots, or anybody's shots for that matter, because he's getting looks, right? They're just not going in. They're rattling around. What happens? Like, what's going on when he releases, it goes in, it comes back out, or it hits the front of the rim? Like, what's happening in those moments?
Well, it's more like him picking his spots, Key. So, when they go into this high pick and roll situation, like, they're still doing continuity off the ball, but it's very different than them just going in their perpetual motion sets, right? So there becomes a lot of, now you're waiting for Steph to create the play for you instead of just everybody, the ball moving. It's just a different feel. It's a different style. But also, he's kind of in a slump. So, the only way you saw Jason Tatum in the slump last night, he's been in a slump. You got to shoot your way out of it, man. But like Clay,
easy, chippy layups.
Yeah, get a lather, see the ball go in. I think for Clay, getting the mid-range game, going a little earlier, playing faster, I think could help him instead of just – but I don't know, man. Like, tonight's game is going to be critical. The sooner for Golden State. Like, the key to victory, if there's anything I say today, here is the most important thing for the Lakers. The key to victory is when the Lakers have won games, there's been a huge disparity in free throws. They're attacking, and they're dominating on the block. They're dominating in the paint. So anything Golden State can do that forces AD or LeBron to become content with settling for jump shots, that is a win for Golden State. The Lakers cannot become content settling for mid-range jumpers. They have to beat them up and bully ball on the blocks.
Well, tell your Toronto team that next year, Jay, when you're coaching them.
That's J.J. Redick. That's not me.
Oh, I thought I knew it was a Duke guy. I wasn't sure which one.
Yeah.
You know, those Duke guys always looking to get those head coaching jobs, Key.
Well, you got to have some integrity.
Don't say
no
that to
coaching
Gundy.
experience. No coaching experience, but, get a head coaching job.
Mm-hmm.
God forbid that happens.
That you don't have that would seal the deal if you had it. I'm trying to think of what that might be. I don't know.
What is that?
I'm not.
That's when he's at his best. And I think he's going to call on that Game 6 Clay MO that he has and all the great memories he has from Game 6s in the past.
Clay has played in 3 Game 6 elimination games in the Kerr era, right? He's averaged 35.3